Hey YouTube, Shinobi here with a review of the Sentai Hero series. That's this Rider Hero series. What the hell am I doing? Hey YouTube, Shinobi here with a review of the Rider Hero series. Kamen Rider Wizard, Flame Dragon, 5. Hurricane Dragon, 6. Water Dragon, 7. Kamen Rider Beast, 8. Kamen Rider Wizard Land Dragon, 9, and the Rider Phantom Series 1 Phoenix Phantom. So our next collection of vinyl figures for the second quarter are finally all here after several different months of releases, like one a month pretty much. They are all finally here. So this set basically completes the Dragon formations, Beast, and the first of the Rider Phantom Series, Phoenix. Currently, there hasn't been any others announced. I figure Medusa and maybe Gremlin and Wiseman would get released. But considering how wishy-washy the Zodiarts series was, I'm not expecting too much else from this line. But yeah, we'll set him over here for now. We'll take a look at him last. Beast will sit somewhere over here. We'll take a look at him next. So, the dragon forms all pretty much share the same base mold from the waist down. The differences are all in the helmets and the chest, and the shoulder pads, obviously. So here is Flame Dragon. So he's pretty neat. All in all, these all obviously have basic articulation. They all feature rotation at the shoulders and a rotation at the waist. No rotation at the head or like the wrists or the legs or anything like that. Just those. They are a PVC vinyl figure, so they warp a lot. Hurricane Dragon, as you can see here, has a little bit of a leaning issue compared to Flame Dragon. But, yeah, we'll get to that later. Best way to remedy that is like a hairdryer or boiling water or something to make this soft and warm, and then you can kind of just ply it backwards and cool it down and it'll stick. But yeah, these are great toys for kids. Absolutely fantastic toys for kids. So if you have a kid that you're trying to get interested into Toku that you like, or your kid just likes Toku, then by all means these are great pickups. Obviously there isn't parts that are in danger of choking them. They're very easy to play with. They do scratch easy. The paint likes to get rubbed on here and stuff. So that's a little bit of a letdown, but like I said, these are very easy for kids to play with, and they're cheap too. They're only about $8 or so a piece, so they're not that expensive. Flame Dragon here is pretty cool. From the back, they're all kind of very bland. But from the front, they all look really nice. The sculpted in detail is pretty much perfect. Obviously, not a lot of painted in details. A lot of the very well-painted ones get released as like movie-exclusive bonus items and stuff. So they're a little bit harder to get a hold of. All of the ring chains are blank, basically. They're all just blank, ordinary rings. This one has a little red dot for the ring here, but nothing over here. It's molded in there, as you can see, but there just isn't any paint on there. So here's Flame Dragon. Pretty cool. Like I said, my Hurricane Dragon has a leaning problem, but he isn't really in danger of falling over, so he's alright. You've got the, basically the triangular shape that they got going on with his jewels all around the toy. Like I said, plain back there. And all in all, that just looks really nice. These all share pretty much the same base mold and the same base paint detailings, just with obviously the colors being changed. Here's Water Dragon with the diamonds. Pretty cool. His shoulder pads are shaped like diamonds. So the shoulder pads are all different, as well as the upper chest design here, and as well as the helmet. So despite being very similar to one another, they have a lot of variations, actually. So you get a nice blue color here. And Land Dragon, very yellow. I love Land Dragon because he's so yellow. I think it's fantastic. But, again, very cool. And you got the square shape for all of his stuff. So very cool. He's got a big, thick face. I really like Land Dragon. I can't help it. Next up is Beast, which was released right here, in between Water and Land, because that's how the show introduced it. So he's number 8, Land Dragon's number 9. Beast is actually really cool. He doesn't come with any of the mantles, nor were any of the mantles released, so you get stuck with normal Beast, but I'm fine with that. I like normal Beast. I don't need a mantle there for him to feel complete. He kind of loses a lot on detail. All of the animals in his Beast driver, actually, are very much sculpted in there, and it looks superb. A small black wash on here, if you want to customize your figure a little bit, a small black wash on here would bring out those sculpting details and would probably look really cool. A little bit less accurate because the one in the show and the toy are chromed, so it wouldn't be as accurate, but it would bring out the detailing. I think it would look really nice. So he's got all of his little mystical detailings and stuff. You got a ring here, and again, a ring here, but not painted, just like Wizard. And these are all basically just gold right here. And then you got the lion face on the side. His head sculpt up here. Painted really well, too. You've got the silver, the green, the little red jewel, the little lion mane that he's got going on for a helmet. So, all in all, very cool for Beast. I'd like to get some mantle releases, but I'm not expecting any, particularly because the next catalog only has Beast Hyper, Wizard Infinity, and the White Wizard. So I don't think any of those are getting made, but it would be a cool little thing. I guess you could make some if you really wanted to. So also introduced over the second quarter is the Rider Phantom series. Like I said, I'm not expecting anything past Phoenix. Medusa is probably going to be released. If I had to take a wild guess, I would shoot for Medusa being released, because I think they did 2 of the Zodiarts before they canned that. So I'm hoping Medusa gets released too, at least. But here's Phoenix. From the back, he's kind of bland. You do have some gold gradients going on through here, which I think is kind of neat. His back is actually very gold on the show, but they do a good job of representing it without overly doing it on the figure because of cost reasons, obviously. But again, there is a lot of detailing back here, so if you do want to do a black wash or even a gold wash or something like this, I think that would bring out a lot of the detailings, kind of like in his butt region and stuff. That's really weird to say, but it's the truth here. So from the front here, his head sculpt is really nice, very accurate, and again very detailed. The head sculpts are always great. The chest throughout here, it's got a lot of detailing, so I'll give it that. Got a nice gradient up here in the shoulder and on the arms here. I feel like from the front he's losing a lot for some reason. He just looks very bland. Kind of like Beast with his little lack of color going on over here. I think there just needs to be another color here somewhere to kind of make it a little bit more even. But the show's design doesn't have too much color from the front either, so they did their best with what they were given. So that's still cool, and like I said, I do hope that we get a Medusa at some point, just so he has someone, and that it's not a premium Bandai release, because they like releasing the enemies through premium Bandai that are all nice and painted and pretty and stuff. But yeah, the tags for all these are very cool. I do love the tags for the Rider Hero series and the Sentai Hero series. They always do a great job. And like I said, here's Phoenix's suit. So you can see a lot of black lines and stuff through here that could probably have benefited from a little bit of paint on the figure. So very, very cool. Like I said, these retail for about $8 a pop or so, so they're not that expensive. Great for kids to play with. Great for display too if you're on a budget. The WAP series is a little bit more affordable than the Figuarts and more easy to get a hold of, but these are the easiest to get a hold of. Stores almost never sell out of these. Like I said, they are cheap, so if you're looking for a quick display and something to go along with maybe your role-play toys or just to represent your love for the show on a shelf, then these are a great pickup. Granted, they don't do much, but if you're just looking for a display piece, then it doesn't need to do much anyway. So these are still a very cool release that I do recommend, particularly for those on a budget. So you can check out ShukenShobi.com for this updates on my reviews and hauls, and of course check out RidersRangersandRambles.com, the podcast for your latest token news in the craziest way possible. And of course you can buy these guys, Sentai Hero Series, Rider Hero Series, Legend Rider Series, Legend Sentai Series, Ultra Hero Series, anything vinyl ever on CSToysJapan.com. So take care and have a great one. Bye.